poppin' shit.
That ain't B.
Yo.
Go debate. Who's the closest thing to Kobe?
Closest thing to Kobe?
Now, I guess like
Push that up a little bit. I'm gonna say the closest thing to Jordan was Kobe. And as far as their lineage continuing, I would say
closest thing.
DeMar DeRozan falls in that bracket. Brandon Roy was on that path. T-Mac for sure. They not winning like them niggas. But as far as like game pattern at mid-range, back to the basket, low post IQ, high efficient offense, I would definitely say that's three guys I'll just leave off right there. So then they're just definitely more Tatum. There's a lot of guys that pattern their game after that, but I
Would
definitely
you
say
consider Manu in it?
Ginobili?
Mm-hmm.
Nah. I would say it's some guys I feel like patterned some of their game after Manu though. D-Wade, Harden for sure, easy. But definitely D-Wade like Manu. So about 30-45% of that bag was influenced by that boy from Argentina.
Yeah.
He nice though, he hella slept on.
DeWarren Johnson?
DJ,
okay.
Triple D, shout out my boy.
Damn, Triple D.
Hey, he play like Boogie, for real.
He play like Boogie.
Play like Boogie. Big
Attitude and all.
Nah, he ain't got that attitude.
He gonna be looking at you all mean and shit.
Nah, he gonna look at you mean and shit, but as far as like the rest of shit, DJ,
okay.
But his game nice though.
Well, DJ asked, whose bag is bigger out of KD and Kyrie?
Kyrie.
Damn, that was fast.
Kyrie. Hey man, Kyrie got the deepest bag in NBA history, bro. I ain't gonna cap. I mean, everybody know what he can do on the perimeter. But what people sleep on is, man, do y'all not notice that this man is like 6'2.5", and sometimes he be posting up 6'9" motherfuckers and shooting fadeaways over them all based off of his timing.
So you giving him that boost just because of his size?
Nah. It's every
Because I feel like bags kind of come with the way you're built. And I feel like, I don't think it's nobody that's KD's size that got a better bag than him.
I mean, I feel like that is a fact, but I don't feel like KD's bag is as deep as Kyrie's.
But it's not expected to be as big as Kyrie's because Kyrie is a guard. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm not basing Kyrie's greatest bag off being
like,
I mean, KD.
It's a different bag. That's what I'm saying, you know?
No, because other than shoot over the top of people because he's 7 foot, Kyrie can do everything KD can do.
Yeah. I mean, KD can pretty much do.
Can he though?
Damn.
He don't finish as well at 7 foot.
Yeah.
He definitely don't handle the ball as well. You know what I'm saying?
And that's when the size.
And a lot more of Kyrie's game is dependent on skill off of that fact, hinting more towards a bigger bag as well.
Yeah. I feel like that's a hard one to go for.
I mean,
because if you're gonna go off just like what you're saying, then like it's a lot of guards that's just gonna be.
what does KD do better? Honestly,
No,
he
no,
shoots
just,
better. That's
no.
the only thing he does better than Kyrie.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think I like the question because it's a forward.
It could be subjective.
You're asking about a point guard and a forward whose bag is deeper. Like,
but we're talking about two of the most top 5 skill players of all time, so I feel like it's fair.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody was to say like who's bag deeper, Kyrie or Dirk, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, or some shit
But
like
in the
that.
sense, that's kind of like.
But with KD, we talking about somebody who has one of the deepest bags in history as well. You know what I'm saying? It's I'm not.
Would you say his bag is deeper than Harden's?
KD's?
No.
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
Wow.
The reason why I say that is because Harden hasn't developed a true post game yet. So it's like Harden is a top tier scorer to me, you know what I'm saying? But like he's like kind of like right there with Gilbert, to where like Jordan, Kobe, Melo, all of them, they got perimeter, post game. Like, it's all the way up the floor. Harden ain't quite developed that just pure post efficiency that the great scorers.
It's not really needed no more though.
It's not, but
Like it's like, what's the point? Like,
it may be though.
Kyrie
What
got
is
it,
he
but he
really
ain't been
doing
winning
though?
with it.
I mean, well, what is Harden doing without it though?
I mean, winning MVP.
Since when?
I mean, it's been a minute. But I'm just saying.
I mean, I ain't disrespecting them. Like, I mean, but like,
it's been a minute since both of them had some success.
When I look at all the greatest scorers, I mean, you can throw the people that fell out because injured, T-Mac and Brandon Roy too. That post game is there too.
I agree with the post game. I'm just saying, like, is it really a knock though because of the way the game's played now? Because Steph really don't have a post game either, but his bag deep. It's like all the guards now. Like Dame post game ain't really.
I feel like Steph
crazy.
and Dame's post game is just as good as Harden, and they're 6'3".
It's not really needed.
I feel like Harden needs a post game.
Like Jason Tatum post game ain't even really just nice.
Jason Tatum can play with his back to the basket.
Yeah, it's there, but it's just not.
It's not
nice.
It's getting efficient, and he's very young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not mastery, of course not, but you know what I'm saying. Jason Tatum, salute to that boy. He be in. You can tell he be in the lab because each year, shit gets deeper. Shit gets deeper.
Another person you gotta shout out D-Book. But name a player from each level of play you'd want to play with and why. From each level of play.
Like, is it Deontay's question?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So like high school, college, bro. I'll even go. See, I'm gonna go crazy on y'all real quick. So for high school, it's two players I would have liked to play with. One, just off fandom. I really would just like to be on the squad as a freshman on some shit. Brandon Jennings at Oak Hill. Boy, if I could have been a freshman on that bench, you know what I'm saying? Watching that boy go crazy and getting some minutes in with that boy, that man was averaging like 50. Brandon Jennings and then Marcus Smart at Flower Mound. Y'all that don't know, Marcus Smart was like LeBron in high school, fam. I saw this man go crazy. Then college, I'm definitely playing with Shabazz and Kimber. Put me right there on that UConn squad with Shabazz and Kimber, you know what I'm saying? On me. Put me right there. I could be a freshman with Shabazz, Kimber of first ship before you go off to the league. Yeah. League-wise, that's tough. You know what I'm saying? Because I could go based off winning, GOATs, or personal favorites. So, man, it'd be hella pressure, but I'm probably going to have to go play with Jordan for sure. It's going to be hella pressure, but you know what I'm saying? I'm going to answer for that man. And then outside of that, personal favorites, D Rose and AI. You know what I'm saying? If I can touch the floor with them, that'd be graceful. And then I'm gonna throw in Streetball too real quick.
Okay.
So, Hot Sauce. Take me back in the Gap on the N-Word tour. Let me play with Hot Sauce. And modern day, Dev in the Lab for sure. From In the Lab. Those of y'all that know, you know, Dev in the Lab for sure. And we got two more.
Yeah. Alright.
Let me see that blood if you ain't gonna.
Kawhi Leonard. Everybody know what we expected out of Kawhi, you know, and what we've seen from Kawhi and who Kawhi is. We know he cold and all that. But it's like, we haven't really seen Kawhi in a good little minute. And, I mean, he ain't getting that AD treatment, and I don't know why, because, I mean, it's been a little minute, and he ain't getting no pressure, none of that. For me, I gotta say he's starting to fall a little bit lower on my expectation list to where I figured he was gonna be. Like where he was gonna end up by the end of his career. I don't think he's gonna be as high as I thought he was.
What do you think he was gonna be at first?
I thought he was.
Well, what was his trajectory for you?
I was seeing him at least like top 15, top 20.
Like all time?
Yeah. I thought he had it in him, based off Like, but this is what I was thinking. This right after he left off the ring in Toronto, then teamed up. You know what I'm saying, with Paul George. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking he at least finna get one. Like, that's back when we thought it was supposed to be a battle in LA every year.
Yeah.
And basically everything
that
changed. Yeah. It did not go that way. So, I predicted him to have at least 2 more rings by now. I thought the only people that was going to be getting rings was LeBron and Kawhi.
That boy
And
Steph came out of nowhere.
Got one. Steph done got him one. So,
all time, I wouldn't say I had him headed for top 15, but I did have him going in that range. I didn't know where I had him landing, but I did have Kawhi on a good trajectory, especially after even before he won the ship in Toronto. When he left to go to Toronto, that had said a lot to me. I was like, okay, he's trying to do something different.
yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start thinking about him for this top 50. And then when he won in Toronto, I was like, okay, he already there. Let's see what else he gonna do.
Right.
As far as that his position, I feel like he comfortable, but as where the game headed, he gonna be in trouble in about 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I say if he was to retire the next 5 years without winning one, you know what I'm saying, and just keep going with the stats at the pace he's going with sitting out and all that shit, he'll definitely still be at the top of where he at with his position based off of rings and shit. But it won't be long before the likes of, I mean, we all see where the league going. You got, it's so many more of them coming. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I can't even begin to name them all. So
that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah.
So I'm curious to see how long this, if he done for or what, because he could be in trouble in the next 10 years real soon.
I really don't think he really cares, though, to be honest. I feel like he had his time and he just wanted to go home. And he did that, and ever since he got home, it seemed like he kind of working on other things, and ain't nothing wrong with it, you know.
Yeah. Do what you do.
A lot of people use their talents, you know, to go to different ways and stuff like that. So he done made the money, so now, you know, do what you do. But what you doing it?
But I do still think
you got going.
When healthy and playing,
yeah, he one of them.
top 3 player in the league.
For sure. For sure, one of them. Yeah. He just gonna be like them people that don't get all of the talk, like how they do Isaiah Thomas,
Scotty and shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the resume there, like you know
who get disrespected that I don't like,
who?
And it's recent. Like D Wade, bro. Like that man. That nigga is one of the greatest shooting guards of all time, like for real. They be acting like he a bum or something.
Two that's better than him.
You know what I'm saying? They be acting like D Wade, like just, hey man, y'all better stop playing with that man. Check that resume again before y'all think about them last couple of years. And he was still getting close to 20 with them. That knee was broke about 4 or 5 times.
It's them injuries. That's what they really like.
And then the way that he was still able to hoop with Miami going through them hoes and coming back from them bitches and still going to the finals, putting up 25 and 26 a game for them niggas. That man is amazing.
Yeah. Whoever's sleeping on D-Wade got to be out their mind. It really ain't no excuse.
Fact.
It ain't no excuse because I seen, man, D-Wade went and got him a ring young as hell. And he went and got that hoe.
He wasn't as good of a shooter, but I kind of, part of his game is in that Jordan Kobe mode too. Like
slashing wise, he got that Jordan.
Like he didn't and then like later in his career he developed that back to the basket too. It wasn't as proficient as them niggas, but he had it.
Yeah. All right, I got you one about Jimmy. I just been thinking, man. You know, there's so many good people in the league now that, you know, a lot of people just, you know, they kind of get washed under unless Jimmy gets some new hair or something. But
my boy came back with that.
Man, looking like he work at a surf shop.
Boy, man, came back with all the weed.
Man,
I was mad.
And it was weed. That was different. feel like we took an L on that one, dark skin.
Hey, I'm brown. I don't know about the dark skin shit. I'm a brown skin nigga.
Any from Texas?
He is from Texas.
Yeah.
I'm from Oklahoma. I'm good. Shout out Jimmy Buckets and all y'all Texas niggas, man.
Nah, for real. But just thinking about it realistically, outside of individual performance and just looking at everything as a whole, I have to say that because I feel like a lot of people get caught up in who a player is in just one-on-one situations and not realizing that I feel like a lot of players could go that route, but they decide not to, for, different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you really had to pick just based off their resumes out of Jimmy and James Harden, who you taking?
I'm taking Jimmy. Like, hold up, you said based off resumes?
No, not like wrote down. I guess I shouldn't say resume.
Like when it comes down to like golden rooms later in a career, it's Harden definitely gonna be invited before
Yeah,
Jimmy.
like if you're gonna look at the what's on paper,
but
different situations.
I'm taking Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy, like every day of the week.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But I had an argument. I be debating on Facebook, and I just. They're not really listening to what I'm saying. Like, yeah, Harden gonna give you that 30, but it's gonna be a 30 that
it's been a couple of times in the playoffs when Jimmy's team's been at odds, and I've seen Jimmy go for 24 straight and like do it back-to-back games. Remember that time in Chicago when D Rose was hurt, Dang was hurt, they rookie, like anybody that was going hurt. Jimmy was averaging 50 for like 2 weeks. Bro, he can get a bucket if you
I do remember that.
Bro,
I do remember. That's when when we really first started seeing who Jimmy was.
Yeah, cause that's when he got the name Jimmy Buckets.
Yeah.
Like, bro went crazy, fam, and he's done it in the playoffs and stuff. He didn't came up short, but he didn't have just as much opportunity as anybody that has a better resume, and I feel like he's come closer. He's taken greats to.
He got one thing Harden don't. He got a finals appearance.
Harden was in the OKC.
OKC.
Yeah.
That's true. But I guess whatever, 6 man.
Jimmy got one lead in that bitch.
You
know what I'm saying? Like,
6 man.
And his squad didn't have KD and Russ at all.
Real shit.
So, I'm definitely taking Jimmy.
Yeah.
Any more NBA?
Zach LaVine.
Oh, that's some subject. That was one of my guys. Really. That's still one of my guys.
What's up? Where is it? With he looking real third option. Like now. He looking like a third option.
I don't know if he's a third option, but an NBA businessman
and I ain't going. I'm just saying
like you think that's like a destined role for him, or
I feel like that's where you're going. Either he got to be the first option or the third option.
I feel like if he's a third option, you're an easy championship contender. For sure.
And him being the first option ain't gonna bring much team success.
Yeah, I feel like he is I feel like he's a first option type of scorer, but I feel like the way the NBA's heading, I feel like you either want him at that 2 or 3 slot. You know what I'm saying? But there's no question about what he can do as a first option. You know what I'm saying? We've seen him do it. So.
He kind of starting to remind me of D-Lo.
Oh no, I ain't gonna go there, D-Lo.
I'm not saying in terms of the numbers and the play. It's just the way his career starting to look. Boom, they came in, doing good things. Big leap one season, he's gonna be him. We're gonna beat him. Go to the playoffs, and then it's they never get any better. They just start, like plateauing. Like,
man, I mean, at this point, I don't think it's even with the newer guards in the league. I still think it's only 3-4 shooting guards better
than Levine. Jaylen Brown for sure. Beal.
I say Book, Jimmy.
Jimmy, that's 5. I mean,
I don't know if I get
Book, Jimmy. I'm giving Jaylen Brown. Was Jaylen Brown a small forward or he'll shoot? I don't know. Depending on how they line up. Tatum sometimes be at the 4, sometimes be at the 3. Bill.
Him and Bill really the same to me, really though. I haven't seen nothing from Bill that I haven't seen from Levine, and Levine a lot younger.
Bill a way better passer. Bill really could play. I could see Bill playing a little bit of like point guard if you.
I can see Levine playing point.
You think so?
I've seen him play point for Chicago for a stretch. He averaged close to 10 assists. And like that man, he's freakish getting downhill and like. But
so
I don't think
you. It up, or like, because it's looking like they're trying to blow it up. So with Levine, who are you trying to keep right now? I see they trying to trade DeRozan, but should they be trying to keep DeRozan and let Levine go, or what? Because
I wouldn't trade DeRozan the way he's been playing lately, but out of the two, like long term, I would keep Levine.
But honestly, there's no long term anyway, so it's like you getting rid of one, you must be quickly getting ready to like probably put somebody else.
I mean, the way that, I don't know, bro. Cause I don't think they're gonna win the ship. You know what I'm saying? I think they can be a good competitive team, but I don't think they're not within the 2-year window of being contending for a title.
Bad GM. That's what I call it, and they really have been bad since they let Thibodeau run down. They made
some bad decisions up in Chicago, but they always bounce back though. I mean, they one of them franchises.
Everybody want to come to Chicago.
And it just like, you know what I'm saying, they was just out of the talks just 2 years ago, and we talking about them right now. So they always doing something right, but at the same time doing something wrong. If they is offloading DeRozan and end up getting rid of Levine, I'm pretty sure they're just trying to get in position for a draft pick. Because, I mean, I feel like it's one of them coming damn near every year. Like, for the past 5-6 seasons, we've gotten a crazy talent in the league. Somebody that's James Lee. Some of them fall off quickly. Well, not fall off, or just, like, settle into, like, a star role. But it's like a star role from rookie year on up. Mm-hmm. And then some, like, come in as a star and then just go. Case, I'm talking Luka, Ja, and then in the other case, it's like Donovan Mitchell, LaMelo came in, both right there at 20 as star level players, and they basically been consistent holding on to. Then you got Luka and Ja came in at that, and then next year they just went crazy berserk. You know what I'm saying? Trey Young in that too, you know what I'm saying? First year came in right there with Luka. The next year, Luka went crazy, but he was right there 2 points behind average, you know what I'm saying? His team going in the playoffs too, you know what I'm saying? So we done had like, you got these.
There's a lot going on.
Man, there's some monsters coming, and some monsters all around every year. So
it's really finna start. It's finna become a coach's league. For real.
And then, like, really, I feel like you're really gonna have to be a good GM soon, because the way talents is lining up, you really gonna have to be able to piece them together and make things make sense, because there's gonna be
really
so much
be
talent
no
out
excuse
there.
to be sorry no more.
Yeah, like that. you're gonna have the ability. You know what I'm saying? Like you think about like shitty organizations like Detroit that really they got a little talent brewing, but we know ain't nothing gonna come from it. You know what I'm saying? But they got Cade Cunningham. They just drafted Jaden. You know what I'm saying? They got some shit to build with. It's gonna end up flopping, but
it's just the way.
Sacramento, same way.
But it's the way that everything's going now. Like all the sorry teams, they getting better because them cold kids, like the people that's coming up, they already good. They getting to develop steadily. Like they getting back to back first round picks year after year.
Yeah.
Like with these cold motherfuckers, like the league's so good that they still not winning, even though like they got some dogs. Cleveland finally just came outside of the damn wall.
Hey, that's one of my favorite teams to watch. But it
took them to
nice.
be.
Man, they so nice.
They finally climbed up out of there. It's looking like Orlando making a little push. Like you said, the Pistons coming. But really the way
a lot of them teams is really based off of what they players do.
Yeah,
you know
but it's still the way it's looking. Orlando's still probably finna get a lottery pick next year. You know, like, and they got one of the best rookies. The way his numbers looking right now, on pace to being one of the best rookies of all time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's another one. You know what I'm saying? We got players coming in the league, not changing the landscape, but making an impact every year.
Who does he remind you of?
Him.
Bam?
Himself.
Oh, him.
Like it's some people in there, but like I give him his game. You know what I'm saying, for sure. Yeah, he tough.
I don't know what it is. It's like I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of like what they want LeBron to be. Like what everybody like be mad at LeBron for not doing. It's kind of what he look like.
Man,
he not as athletic as LeBron, but it's like the way he come over there, turn around, like, you know, on them little, like, he got like a little quick turnaround. I'll be like, okay, let me go. Nigga cold.
Yeah, he a
dog. Already got the NBA body. Like,
big.
He
smart. Play on all three levels
scary.
of the court.
That's real scary. Him and Zion in the same category for me.
Man.
Just came in there on some grown man
Bro,
shit.
like, that's all it was for Zion. If he healthy, because, man, sitting out that first year and coming back them last 30 games, whatever, and being a top 20 player in the league, I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, that was wild. I was like, yeah. And he doing that just off of instincts. They just started developing the skill to later, like, and now he coming off pick and rolls and
Yeah, but that really ain't
shit compared to what it's finna be.
Yeah, but what it's finna be, but he was kind of already doing it in Duke.
It was glimpses, but like when you in the league and you got Ingram and and Lonzo and like
I really want them to do good though.
I like New Orleans. And shout out my dog CJ.
Yeah, I'm fucking with CJ. I always like CJ more than Dame anyway.
What? Yeah, we gonna cut this off on that.
Okay. Uh-oh. Not the league.
Yes, the league. So we can share a couple of these, but some of these I'm gonna ask exclusively you. So first, for my guy Braden.
Okay.
Would you rather sign a $100 million deal with the worst team in the league, or sign a $1 million deal with the team that's highly favored to win the championship?
I need that 100 mil. I mean, that ring nice, legacy wise, but 1 mil, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, that 1 mil ain't fucking with that 100 mil.
That 100 mil would be more fun anyway, because if they spending that much on you, getting paid 1 mil, that means you're gonna be a tag along. They paying you 100 mil, that means you're gonna be a big part. So I'll take that 100. And even if you mess up, You still got your honey.
I know you're gonna like this one. This from my guy Tank, Jay Will. Who would have more rings if Jordan and LeBron swapped eras?
That's easy. Yeah, LeBron probably had like, fam. And in 20 years, when LeBron came in and what was it, 84? All the way to 90. LeBron probably getting like 10, 11 rings. Easy. Him and Jordan too different. It's just, I don't know, like, the way Jordan was playing, it was just, he had to change the game to be able to win. LeBron pretty much kind of played that game anyway, so he would have fit right in and dominated everybody at their own game at a young age, from 18, for real. Really would have been like, I mean, he already is Baby Wilt in my eyes, but he really would have been looking like Baby Wilt for real.
Why do you feel like, or do you feel like defense isn't considered enough in the GOAT debate?
I mean, I thought it was. I feel like everybody should put that in. Like, that's why I don't have like Dirk as high as, you know, some people like to put Dirk super high, but you got to think about it on defense. Like, yeah, if you pick Dirk, but you got to have a, you know what I'm saying? You got to have a team. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to have a team around Dirk so you can win games. Dirk gonna do him, but you know, you can't win when you ain't got no D like that without having, you know what I'm saying? So, really, basically what I'm saying is if you ain't using it, your opinion really trash. I was just trying to say it in a nice way. There ain't no nice way to put it. It's just, if you don't factor in defense, your opinion really trash, because that's a big part of the game.
I agree.
Don't nobody want to watch their favorite player get torched.
100%. Who has a deeper bag, Ja Morant or Luka Doncic? Bag, not athleticism. We know Ja. We know Ja.
I have to give it to Luka because I was talking to somebody the other day about this. It's like stages to hooping, like, and Ja's still in that stage to where he trying real hard. You know what I'm saying?
Not make it looking at it as easy yet.
Yeah, like when it get easy, everything different. Like, you notice how Tatum, when he was younger, he was looking real athletic because he had to be that way to be able to get them points and them numbers. And like now, you barely even see him go, you know, and dunk, do all that. It's effortless. Ja just ain't there yet.
If you could choose any draft class to make a 5-man team out of, what draft class would you choose? Shout out to Brady.
That's different, Brady. Gotta test my knowledge. I don't know if I want to go 84 or 96. I think it was 96. Either 84 or 96. I would probably I'm just gonna step outside the box and go 96. Just because I'm a 90s baby, whatever. But, I mean, you really can't pass up the one with Jordan.
All right, last one. All right, two-sided. So I want based off of this season, and I want based off the career. First, based off this season, how would you rank these 4 players? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, De'Aaron Fox, Trae Young, and Ja Morant.
Like right now?
Right now, this season alone.
I had to put SGA first. So far, Fox still probably gonna be a number 4 for me. He balling, but that Trae and Ja, that's tough for me. I'm trying not to be biased. Either way, you know, I mean, you can go. I guess you can put Ja at number 2, Trae at 3.
Right. And then based off the career,
it'll be out of Trae and Ja for the 1 spot. Me personally, I'm gonna go with Trae. Ja, I mean, basically because Trey been here longer. But Ja on pace to probably, it depends. I feel like Ja gonna have a real nice peak, but Trey gonna have a longer. Trey gonna have a lot like some all-time stats.
So Trey 1, Ja 2.
Yeah. But it could go either way though, because in his peak, you know, in that span, he could do like a, you know what I'm saying, like Jordan got 6 years where that shit just untouchable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just his peak right there, like that's all it takes. And like you say, how they put it against LeBron 20, where he got 4, like yeah, everything he did. But then he got that, you know, in 6 years, so you never know. But that's still a toss-up. But then after that, I'm gonna probably put. Now that's tough between Fox and. I mean, stats wise, of course you gotta go Fox, but. I'm gonna put Fox at 3. SGA, he coming, but it's like, what, 2 years really? And then, so this year would be like the 3rd year of him really just, yeah. Because Fox done had some seasons. Like, he ain't been sorry, he just ain't been, damn, like, he's always had some competition, and it's steady going. At first it was just Dame and Steph, and Chris Paul, and then now Trae Young done came, Luka done came, Ja done came. SGA here is just, yeah, he getting at DeMar DeRozan. You right there, trying. Every year somebody else coming in. PG came and got DeMar quick.
We have emotion for real, this shit on the floor. I remember them days used to trap by the stove.
Keep paying, baby, just to walk through the door. Walking my pop, I'll pull you a foe.
Keep me a Glock, hell no, I can't go. We serving them pound while we smash on the road.
Jumping jacks in the trap, yeah, we jump overboard. Got a new G-Lock, I done scratched out the
He
code.
can get hit with this bitch and I bet he gon'
All I
fold.
see hit his ass, watch his ass come out his
Got hit with the back of the gun and he bled out his
Bang,
nose.
bang, bang, baby, yeah, so I keep me a roll.